short field for the offense for their second possession, leading 7-0 with 9:25 to play in our opening quarter.
And that was a punt, and there was 18 seconds on the play clock when he punted the football. Again, this is valuable time of keeping the ball away from Martinsburg. It may not sound like a whole lot, but over the course of the ball game, every play that you get, and you run that play clock down, and this is one way you can try to help control the flow of the game.
Well, Naeem Kearney to the left of the quarterback as Elijah Banks barks out the signals. We've got a penalty marker down, and A.J. Brenniger moved that football. It looked like he was ready to snap and then realized at the last second that it wasn't quite the right cadence, and so he held the football. You even saw the left guard begin to pull around him to the right side. It'll bring up a 1st and 15 as the football gets moved back to the 45-yard line in Patriot territory. -5 for the Bulldogs on the game's first penalty. Again, with the quarterback in the shotgun, back to his right side. Snap was just a little bit high, a very delayed handoff going to Naeem Kearney. Kearney able to avoid a couple of guys in the backfield and then works his way back to the original line of scrimmage. Had a defender holding on for dear life to eventually help bring him down. That may have been Jace Bradbury, who ultimately will get credit for that tackle. But how about Kearney, who should have been caught in the backfield for a loss, actually gaining 6 yards?
He gained 6 yards on that play. Should have been about a 4 or 5 yard loss on that play.
So 2nd down and 9, and the Bulldogs again have Banks in the shotgun. Trip receivers out to the wide side right. Naeem Kearney to the left of Banks. There is the snap and the throw to that far side. That's a long throw out to the wide receiver. The catch is made by Teddy Marshall. He's able to dodge a couple of tacklers, taking it inside the 30, and it looks like they'll spot him at about the 28. That gain would be good for 11 and a Bulldog first down.
Well, Banks does have a strong arm. That's a long throw. I mean, you're throwing from the hash mark on this side all the way across outside the hash mark on the other side on a line. So he does have a strong arm.
1st down and 10 coming for Martinsburg from the 28 of Washington. 3rd play of this second offensive possession for the Bulldogs, already in front 7-0. Under 8 minutes on a running first quarter clock. Banks taking the shotgun snap, looks to the near side. Now lets that pass go. Has Cello Tinaval, but incomplete. Getting back defensively, helping to knock that one away. Looked to be, I think that's a number 2. That would be Anthony Martin, who is a senior, 5'10", 170. The ball actually ended up hitting him in the back as he got there defensively.
Yeah, and Martinsburg had a couple other guys wide open on that play. That was his look. He had him right there. He had him beat, but all of a sudden Martin got back, and as you said, the ball hit him square in the back. He didn't see the pass or the ball coming at him.
2nd down and 10 coming. Kearney shifts from the left to the right side of the quarterback. Van Duzer goes in motion from left to right. The handoff goes to Van Duzer on that jet sweep, and as he turns the corner, he gets hit and taken down. Looks like right around the 25-yard line. Gerard Bowie out there was trying to block, and whoever it was didn't get the number for the Washington player, was able to hold his ground enough that Van Duzer kind of collided into the back of Bowie.
Looked like Stephen Pritt, number 77, 6 foot, 160 pound. Looked like number 77.
So a gain of 3, make it 4, it looks like, and sets up a 3rd down and 6. Banks back to throw, slings it out far side, grab made. That is Teddy Marshall. Just ran down the field, ran his man off, simply turned around and waited for the football, makes the catch, gets hit, and taken down inside the 15, mark it at the 13.
This is called take what you get, and Washington's playing off in their secondary simply because they know they don't have the speed to contend with, so they're going to give you what things in front of you, and Martinsburg just has to take that. As I talked about before, the stop patterns, the quick hitches, you got to throw those as catch and runs. Throw it, get it to your receiver as quickly as possible, and let him run with it.
From the 13-yard line, handoff going to Naeem Kearney, turning the corner on the right side, breaks a tackle and drags a tackler ahead as he got outside the numbers, was hit at the 5 and drags him into the end zone. It's a late call by the officials as they put their hands in the air. Kearney got the ball across the goal line for the Martinsburg Bulldog touchdown.
Well, that's exactly what he did. I mean, he drug a guy the last 2 or 3 yards, and you could see him holding on to his jersey, and he kind of drug him into the end zone, stretched the ball across the line. So that'll make it 13-0 with 6:25 to go here in the first quarter. The extra point coming up.
A 13-yard touchdown run for Kearney. His second of this opening quarter gives him 8 TD runs on the season. And Catlett is on again for the extra point. The snap and the hold, and the kick is up, and it is good. 6 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in quarter number one, and we take a 60-second break with Martinsburg in front, 14-0. Chris Catlett with the ensuing kickoff, taken outside the numbers down along the far side at about the 8-yard line, and the return man getting up across the 15 and 20 and stopped just shy of the 25-yard line. It looked like that was, again, a 2 for Quentin Fletcher, who was back there. Last time he let the kick bounce and go into the end zone. This time he's got a nice return. That scoring drive for Martinsburg, a service of 61st District Delegate Jason Barrett. Trusted leadership, real solutions. It was 6 plays, 40 yards, took 3 minutes, and it was a 13-yard touchdown run for Naeem Kearney. That has the Bulldogs up 14-0. 6:15 to play, opening quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 24, Washington football. Amore out of the gun, taking that snap, handing it off. Straight ahead power running for the back, but no place to go as the hole filled up very quickly by a whole host of Bulldogs. Chase Bradbury on that carry. Looked like a 5'8" Matthew Bednarski leading the way. But, boy, there were a whole bunch of other guys
and
there
Ty
as
Lucas,
well.
you know, and then another whole wave came in.
Second down, we'll call it 11. That'll be a loss of a yard. 2 carries, 3 yards in the early going for Bradbury, who at 6'1" goes 193 pounds. So some decent size there in the backfield as the ball carrier. They break the huddle and work their way to the line, but we're down to 2, down to 1, and they do just get the snap away. Amore chased from the pocket, going deep inside his own 5-yard line, rolling near side and throws it up towards the sideline, overthrown and incomplete. That one went out of bounds, intended along this near sideline, it looked like, for Thomas Wogan. Good coverage by the outside linebacker Trey Sine, who leaped into the air and got his hands on it, but it was incomplete.
Yeah, it's a good thing he did throw that one away, because that would have been picked off. The Sine was the only one had a chance of making that catch. And as you can see up front, Martinsburg's dominating in front. They're just simply pushing them off the football, and that's the thing, meaning you got the better offensive line or defensive line when you push people off the football, and that's what's happening.
Brings up a 3rd down and 11. Yeah, no chance in that situation for Amore to set and throw. He had to throw on the run. Empty backfield, 5 receivers out into the pattern, throw far side, in and out of the hands of the slot receiver, David Ragumbe. Just couldn't quite handle it. He did have a defensive back come charging hard at him as the ball went through his hands.
And Jason, you're having an opportunity to see that down there. The line of scrimmage being dominated by Martinsburg.
Yeah, they're playing in Washington's backfield on the defensive side. They're getting such a huge push off the ball.
Sideline reports a service of Mike Folk for State Senate District 16, accountable, ethical, responsible. So the punting unit is on a 4th down and 11. Again, Amore, who is also the quarterback and kicker, punts this one out of their angling far side, and it lands in the Martinsburg bench. And now we'll wait and see where they'll spot it. And it looks like it will be at the 41 still in Washington territory, so that punt only covers about 18 yards. So 2 punts, 1 for 20, this one for 18. And again, Martinsburg's going to start with outstanding field position.
Oh, you can't play short field all week. I mean, excuse me, not all week, but all night against Martinsburg. You have 41 yards, the last one 40 yards. This is going to be a really, really tough. Washington has not picked up a first down yet and haven't even been close. So offensively, they're going to have to do something or try to make a play here on defense, come up with a loose ball or fumble or interception or something.
Handoff going to the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Trey Sign coming here to the right side, able to break a tackle at the 32, stays on his feet along the near side, hash mark down inside the 30 and gets taken down at about the 26-yard line, helping to make that stop. Quentin Fletcher and a whole host of friends, but not before a big gain for another Bulldog first down. I've got him 6 first downs already in the opening quarter.
He got hit about 3 or 4 times before he went down. He picked up an extra 6 yards on that run after he was hit by the first defender. That just shows you he is a tough runner. You're going to have to really wrap him up and take him down.
So that gain good for 15 yards, and Banks on first down back to throw. Along the near side has a wide open receiver. Right along the sideline, Matt Van Duzer made that catch between the 20 and the 15 turn. There was no one in front of him, and he races into the end zone for the Martinsburg Bulldog touchdown.
Well, that was very easy. As you said, there was just no one there. They had 2 receivers out here. The inside receiver ran a post pattern down about 5 yards and to the middle of the field, and he just simply floated right down the sideline as the defensive back went with the guy running the post and just wide open, pranced into the end zone.
So Van Duzer scores on the 26-yard connection from Elijah Banks. Once again, Chris Catlett for the extra point. The snap, hold, and kick. That one a little sidewinder, but put it right down the middle. That PAT is good, and with 4:19 remaining in our opening quarter, we'll take a break with Martinsburg leading Washington 21-0. Chris Catlett approaches with the ball on the tee at the 42 our right. Gets away a high end-over-end kick taken along the near side hash mark at the 10-yard line. The return man working up across the 20 and out to about the 25, and that looks to be Jerry Parks wearing number 17. He is a senior with that return. Parks goes 5'10", about 147 pounds. Drive summary, a service of 61st District Delegate Jason Barrett, trusted leadership, real solutions for the Bulldogs. 2 plays, 41 yards, took him just 45 seconds, a 26-yard touchdown pass. Elijah Banks going to Matt Van Duzer for Van Duzer, 3rd touchdown reception for Banks, 7th touchdown pass.
21-0's our score. We've got 4:10 to go here in the first quarter, and 1st and 10 for Washington at their own 25-yard line.
Amore out of the gun, taking the snap, wants to run to his left and quickly gets taken down. That is Brenniger, and joined in the backfield by Bednarski as a pair of defensive linemen get in to make that stop.
Bednarski seems like every running play they've run, he's either been the solo or assisting on a tackle. He's just simply had his way so far.
It'll be a loss of 4 as they mark it just outside the 20, so we call it the 21. It brings up 2nd down and 14. 3 carries, minus 8 yards so far for Frank Amore, the quarterback. Out of the gun, he takes the snap, hands it off, able to dodge the first tackler, but not